just hope you all. Section 4 then. 1, 2 and 3 is sort of a bit basic here in many ways. We get onto the interesting stuff now that people like it, it's exciting. We're looking at the gown. So we've got the gown, the square, down, down, down and punch. So, easy. We know about this. It's gown and guard, down punch and guard, down punch and guard. Guard because it's away from the body, just out of interest. If it's away from the body, it's been used as a guard. If it's tucked into the body, it's been used as a block. So that's what we're looking at. So from here, when we square up, this is away from the body. So I'm exaggerating the stance a bit there, really. We're in with the gown. It's a guard away from the body. Little scoop, and I'm going to walk into that here. So I'm using it as I get the strike. It's away from the body at this point because it's a guard, and then scoop, walking into it here, and then back as a guard. What I want to look at is this gown and back to centre. Different applications we can have on this. We can look as a, can you, just because you're there, I'm trying to use you every time, just use you there. If I come in with a roundhouse kick, maybe use a gown here, so you're blocking. If I kick this way and you block, then I'm going to step down with the same arm. So we block, and we can see how this would drop in. So we can see here, and let that one drop. So here, just as a kind of, if you want some sort of idea of how that hand might drop in. Chi Sau is what we're looking at. I'm just trying to give you something quick there, jumping into it. Chi Sau, we're going to roll, and if gown Sau means splitting block, because it kind of splits his positions in Chi Sau. To do this really easily, all I'm going to do is, from my Fuck Sau position, I'm going to press down a little bit, and I'm going to rotate. So this is the position that's created the splitting block. So that's what I'm going to open up with. So I'm rolling here, and I'm going to, as he comes down, I'm going to press and turn. So that's the technique. So I've opened up, and then we're in. And you see the reaction there as well. Now then, if I go straight forwards, he can react in that same way. Do that, by all means. If I've got a bit too far with this, if I pushed out, he might come over to hit me with that one. So as he comes over to hit me, we see the lower hand in, come back. So that's how we're going to use this. So I'm going to go, there's my gown here, comes around, and we're dropping back. So we're seeing the gown and the drop back here. So reasoning for that one. I'm also not turning massively with this. I'm just turning a little bit with the push. But if my hand has gone too far, he can come over, so then I'm going to recover. And again, we'll put a bit of snap in this. So my hand has gone too far, and then, so I'll show the position. Hand has gone too far, and then put the hit in, boom, and we see why it's coming back. If my body had gone too far, then on this, I've got a danger of that elbow. So I put it in, bam, that becomes more Sulam Tau application. Down, drop, scoop. So why we get that in the third section is my Ding Sau, my high position. Let's look at the forearm of that. That's very little difference to this shape, this high gown. So there's the position of the high. There's the position of the low. As he comes in with the elbow strike, I'm going to scoop here to cover. And then we're down. So here, pressing down, he comes in with the elbow, scoop, and then down low. So we can see it as so as he presses down, there's my high, there's my low, he steps in, and I'm going to scoop. I'm sidestepping as well, because I'm not taking any chances. Again, that justifies the big kind of scoop that we've got on this. Do you want to try that? So basically, there would be the high position. As we get down, you press down low and turn. Now if I then come in with an elbow, just sidestep toward the door, and a big scoop into town. And that's what's coming in there, so we can see a nice... and again, then we can then look at our Sulam Tau, and when we do that technique, you can allow yourself that artistic license, that flamboyance, to go right across the body, because we can see why. I was here, I pushed him down, I've turned too far, boom, that's coming in. So you give yourself that big justification for this. In this case, what we're looking at is simply you're going to turn with a gown. So you've turned a little bit, you press down with the hand, but as he's coming in with the hand here, I'm going to come over the top and hit, and you're just going to come back into your jump. So that's the shape. So really simple. I'm going to turn with the gown, full intention of putting that hit in, but if I get the hit in before you, then I'm going to recover. And again, that justifies the big justification for this. In this case, what we're looking at is simply you're going to turn with a gown. So you've turned a little bit, you press down with the hand, but as he's coming in with the hand here, I'm going to come over the top and hit, and you're just going to come back into your jump. So that's the shape. So really simple. I'm going to turn with the gown, full intention of putting that hit in, but if I get the hit in before you, And that's the thing. And that comes down to the quality of your changes. Because if we look at changes, we'll lose that arm for a moment. In changes, if I push down, the principle behind this, if I push down, momentarily he's in danger. He changes, momentarily I'm in danger, so I lift. If I push out, momentarily he's in danger, he changes, momentarily I'm in danger, so I pull back. And that's the principle behind it. So, using that mentality, when he's pressed down with the gown, he's pressed down to a point where I'm in danger, but if I came over the top of this, he'd be in danger until he got back to centre. So that's a simple application of the gown and the drop back in. The gown and the drop back in. And the need for that wrist to kind of punch back into centre. Not sounding like James Brown. Cool. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Give that a little go, partner up, and see how you get on with it. Thank you.